So I know this isn't my usual thing on this channel. I usually do Let's Plays and the like, but I've always wanted to pair it up with just talking about games in general. I just never had that opportunity. I wanted to do it more with the others, but, you know, time gets away and these Let's Plays are hard enough to record with all of us having adult lives and busy schedules and such. So, I'm going to start it off today on my own. Kind of a big step for me. I'm not a great public speaker, and this has always been a nerve-wracking kind of thing for me. But, you know, I'm going to give it a shot today. See how it goes. And I'm going to start off by talking about The Binding of Isaac, a favorite of mine over the past however many years that the original Flash game came out. Specifically, I'm going to talk about Binding of Isaac Rebirth and its expansions. I'm not going to expand on the expansions too much. They're great. They add a lot to the game. A game already filled to the brim with all kinds of items and such to make your character ungodly powerful. But with those expansions, you also get the ability to mod the game, so I'd get them. So getting into it, it's a bullet hell roguelike game. The plot has you going into your basement to escape your mother who's trying to kill you. Eventually, deeper and deeper into the basement, you'll end up fighting your mother as she has caught up with you. And you'll end up killing her. Even further, you'll go on to kill Satan. Or yourself. It's a little confusing. Not really. We'll be quiet about it. The way it does its dungeons is very similar to how old school Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo Entertainment System did it. You have your grid layer dungeon, complete with treasure room and boss room. And depending on where you are in the game, there's about 6 to 13, I think, dungeons to explore before you get to the end of the game. They're very short bursts, as roguelikes tend to be. Now, the great thing about this game are the items. There are a lot of references to other games, such as the boomerang, and blue and red candles being references to Zelda. You have your red mushroom being a reference to Mario, of course. And it just, you know, it pays good homage to them, and I like it. I like the little callbacks here and there. It's good fun. And all those items play a good role in what makes this game real fun. The game is absolutely stuffed to the brim with these power-up items. Some of them are helpful, and some of them are soy milk. And they all randomly swap around as you restart your game. Depending on what character you use, it can wildly change how you approach battles, and lead to some pretty game-breaking run-throughs, such as Brimstone and anything that lets you shoot multiple tiers in any direction.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Or such as the Gnawed Leaf and anything that lets you do contact damage. It lets you sleep your way to whichever end boss you want. And some item combinations are a little less helpful, such as soy milk with anything. That'll absolutely destroy your run. Now, I'm not trying to say that this game is flawless. It certainly has its flaws. There can be moments in the game where there's just so much going on the screen, whether it be that you have a lot of small AI companions, and you can't tell which the real you is, or there's just so many enemies on the screen and you can't tell which one you are. And it can lead to you losing pretty quick if you lose track of it. Another thing people might find boring about it is that some of those game-breaking combinations do literally let you sleep your way through the game. And maybe you are a lucky enough person to always get a game-breaking combination. You'll unlock everything really fast, and there'll be nothing left for you to do. But chances of that are slim. I mean, I'm 400 hours into this game, and I still really haven't gotten everything. That's not to say that I'm actively trying to. I do play around with mods a lot and such, and I just like to run through the game every so often. But others that are not me may find that gets boring rather fast. But me, I find it a perfect time waster. I'm saying this a lot. It's really fun. I mean, it's a great thing to be able to play when you're waiting for like the next game release or anything. It's a good time waster. It takes your mind off of anything, really. And, you know, if the game-breaking runs are boring, that's fine, but that's a lot of the fun for me in this game. Finding a combination of items that lets you walk into a room and clear it in 1 to 2 seconds flat just feels great, especially when you've played this game a lot and have had some pretty garbage runs or pretty mediocre ones where it just takes you too long to clear a room. It feels great to be able to suddenly become this destructive death god that just runs through and blasts everyone away. I'm rambling at this point. Look, it's a fun game. It's on PlayStation. It's on Xbox. I would not get it on Xbox. They don't seem to be supporting it. Edmund McMillan, what are you doing? Get it together. But, you know, enjoy it if you want. Don't if you don't. It's not everyone's thing. That's cool. Get the card game, though. That's always fun. Alright, I'm gonna call it now. Let you guys go. Thank you for standing by and listening to me ramble. It's been great fun. I hope I can continue to do this. Goodbye.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.